Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Malik Taylor. And today, today was just one of them days I had nothing else to do. I just finished watching BoJack Horseman, in which, give me a second. Good damage, that's crazy. I'm finished watching that. I'm having a lazy Sunday. I said, you know what? Let me just go back and binge some of these Baddies Africa shows, episodes I have not seen. And I'm watching it back and I was like, wait a minute, this can't be the same girls on this show doing the same stuff they was just mad at JELA about. Ain't no way to tide and shift like that. So that's what led me to today's topic. Does Zeus Network owe JELA an apology? Did they do my girl JELA wrong? Spoiler alert, yes. But I'm gonna break all that down as we go. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Listen, this part is very important because she ain't a pretty girl, she don't like Malik Taylor. Pretty girls love Malik Taylor. Pretty boys love Malik Taylor. Pretty people love Malik Taylor. If you want to be a part of the pretty unpopular crew, then you need to subscribe to the best unpopular party there is. Hashtag pretty girls love Malik Taylor. All right, y'all, let me not hold y'all up. Let's just jump straight into this breakdown. Now, JELA Mina, aka JELA. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and do a full backstory about JELA because I've already did that in a separate video. If you wanna see that, check this video out. But just to keep it short and brief, we all know JELA. She was on BGC 14. She's always just been the girl that just set a certain standard within herself. She always wore white. And she started being around the Zeus world when she popped up as Natalie's friend on The Conversation with Red. And then we saw her introduction on Baddies South. But sometimes JELA experience on Baddies has not always been the best. Now, if you wanna take it all the way back to Baddies South, we can. That was the season when her and Krishan was back to back, just whang, whang. No, that was Big Sis, Little Sis, and they had that big blowout between Slim and Rolly.
Okay, because we can't, we're gonna get
you threw a water bottle at me last night.
Oh, she talking to you, she not talking to me. What's up, bitch? What's up?
Y'all not finna jump her, and y'all not finna tag team nothing. Bitch, if you got a problem, what's up? Handle your issue with me.
All this fake ass shit.
What fake shit? Yo, what fake shit? What's the problem? What I say?
At that moment, live stopped. Like that moment on Baddies South. Baddies had a museum, you gotta put that moment in there. Baddies South was just a fun time. But she also had other adversities on Baddies South, and she started to see that Natalie was not the friend that she thought she was.
It doesn't even matter what.
Natalie.
It was really hurtful
Natalie,
and it made me mad.
You know a lot of shit that I've been through. I've shared a lot of stuff with you. I'm a very private person. Even when me and you first started being friends, there were a lot of people on the internet talking shit because I befriended you. I never listened to them. My feelings, I don't even care about the cameras being here, but I've always been a friend. I've always stuck up for you.
Me too.
I have never let somebody sit in front of me and talk bad about you or say things about you without sticking up for you for the person that I know who you are in your everyday life.
So it was a moment for JELA. After that season, JELA took a break, okay? During that break, she went on to do amazing things. I mean, the swimwear line was doing good. She was in Forbes. I mean, the girl was working. But we didn't see JELA pop back on our screens for Baddies Caribbean. And that's when we see JELA's main storyline for that season. JELA's main beef was with Gretchen. Because Gretchen came up in the house just saying this, that, and JELA didn't like that.
All I'm hearing is this and that, and you can't just be up in here saying this like this.
I'm Puerto Rican. That don't matter. You're not black. You can't say when I used I was not being racist. It just came out because I just felt like I was being attacked. I understand too. I understand all that. No, you can't. No. She didn't.
There was so much going on. All I know is that this really bites me. Bites me.
Snuck me. You guys did nothing.
How much black you take, how many black friends you got, you are not black and you cannot say every time you say it, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass, bitch.
Now, in the grand scheme of things, you would see it as JELA just standing up for what's right. You got a non-black person saying the words, but it was during this time when I think we started to see the shift of fans and viewers just not really messing with JELA. Some people actually started saying that JELA was doing too much, and they were saying, we sick of these MLK speeches JELA is giving. It got to the point that because people had so much disdain towards JELA, they was actually on Team Gretchen, which is crazy.
I already knew that it was people here that didn't want me to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so it makes it hard for me to show up and really put my best foot forward because I know that I've already been counted out. I feel like the fans hate me. I feel like they don't want me here. It's like
They don't really have a real reason to hate me.
Are you reading comments from the internet?
I sneak and read them sometimes.
Why are you reading the comments?
I be want to know what they saying.
Who cares?
You can also probably state that maybe the disdain started when she started, quote unquote, picking at Biggie, because that's how she started Baddies Caribbean. Her and Biggie was getting into it. JELA was like, every time I see you, I'ma hit you.
And then I'm pretty much gonna be done with the situation. I told you when you got on the internet and you said that you was gonna smack me, I said stand on it. When you see me, you're not doing a lot though.
It's really cute, but I don't want Biggie to think that I forgot about what she said she was gonna do to me. So before we even get it popping or get the food going or whatever, let me just go ahead and take care of this business.
All of that is fine, good and great. I appreciate it. I love all of that. We got new girls coming in. They're gonna come in, it's gonna be turned up, it's gonna be lit. But before we even get to all of that, you said you was gonna slap me early, so what the f you gonna do?
But in the same breath, Biggie did say on her podcast, on her YouTube space, every time I see you, JELA, I'ma slap you. Oh, in a true baddie form, okay, you gonna slap me, I'm finna slap you. And every time I see you, I'm finna slap you. But for some reason, it just was not being perceived well from the baddies community. Even so much so, JELA had to take on Callie, Gretchen, had a little 2-for-1 at the reunion.
I have to say, Callie and Gretchen is always up for you. I'm gonna fight y'all every time I see y'all. If y'all not y'all, I love y'all, but them two bitches, y'all slow down.
So that was that with Baddies Caribbean, but JELA, she still returned for Baddies Midwest. But this is when I noticed that JELA was being targeted heavy. One thing about JELA, everybody knows JELA's not ducking no smoke. And it seemed like some of the girls knew that, so they wanted to come on here straight fighting JELA. I know JELA and Ivory kind of had their little fight, but they moved past that. JELA's biggest fight on that show during that time was with Big Lex, and her and Big Lex would have some brutal brawls. Now, Big Lex's main reason for going after JELA, she was like, oh, I felt like you was bullying Biggie last season, and I didn't like that. You always saying you standing on business.
Beef with JELA. Out of the blue. I don't have beef with her. I said what I said. She felt how she felt. She said it was smoke, so. I didn't hear her say that. I heard her ask that. She said it yesterday. I spoke my opinion. I felt like you were being a bully to Biggie. Biggie didn't want to hit you. You kept attacking her. From what I seen. Gretch, same thing. She was little. And I said what I said. The came out of the clear blue yonder talking about what happened when she was at home on her couch watching TV, being a consumer and a spectator. It's giving the some clout, so I'm gonna give it to her.
But like I always state, it's one thing to watch the show as a fan, but if you actually get the opportunity to come on this show as a baddie, you know the TV beef is different from an in-person beef. You don't know JELA the person, you know JELA as the viewer. But that started to go out the window because Baddies Midwest just turned into one big OGs versus newbies beef. And that's really how Dolly, Summer, and Lex alliance really formed, because they was going after the OGs. They didn't like how some of the OGs was moving, JELA included. They was like, oh, they tell us not to do stuff at the club, but they doing stuff at the club. Oh, they tell us to be on time, but they late. Oh, they tell us to follow these rules, but these OGs are not following the rules. We want to protest. We are not standing for this no more. JELA, we want you.
Dolly decided to come onto the side of the stage where the OGs had already been. That automatically lets me know that you're trying to be messy. Why did you feel the need to come over here? We're exchanging words. She goes and she tells Natalie to get her bald head friend. You don't have to tell no to get me.
And it just ultimately led to like a big brawl in Hawaii, and just a big brawl at the reunion, and just a big brawl in JELA in general. Now, Baddies Midwest, as of now, was JELA last season, the Baddies universe.
I want my fans to know that I love you guys. I'm appreciative, but I'm bowing out.
But I always wondered, I wonder how, it's gonna operate now with JELA being gone, how the newbies gonna be. You should have saw the astounding look on my face, only to fast forward to Baddies Africa and Ali, Summer, and Lex. They moving, dare I say, just as worse as the baddies that they was coming after last season. They're doing the exact same thing that they was just mad at JELA about. And it just didn't sit right with me. And it goes back to my theory that I always said. The oppressed will sometimes become the oppressor. Y'all never had an issue with how JELA was moving. Y'all never had an issue with how these OGs was moving. Y'all just wanted to be the next girls up. Unpopular opinion. Y'all just wanted to be the next girl seen, and y'all felt the best way to do it was to take these OG spots, JELA included. From my understanding and recollection, they never really just had a pinpoint problem with JELA. This is why I felt like JELA was just confused a lot of times when she was like, what are we even fighting for? JELA even stated in one of the interviews with A Connection TV, when she first saw Lex, she was like, this tall, pretty girl, like, I'm gonna use you for a normal culture collection piece.
She on the show was like, oh, she's a cute girl. And when I saw her, I was like, oh, she's tall and she's cute. I was like, oh, I'm using her for normal culture. Like,
I already had it in my mind that I was going to use Lex as the face of normal culture from Baddies because I had never done that before. That was what I had in mind. And I even told her that I was like, when I met you, you know, when I spoke to you that first night and you were just so nice, she was so happy to meet me. The energy was so good between us. And the next day we got on set and it was just a 180. And I was like, I seen the producers coach her. I saw the producer coach her after the scene and she was like, I did good. Like, you went to a producer and got confirmation off of what they told you to do. Lex was in that room talking to one of the producers, asking them if she did a good job and did what they wanted her to do.
But I just feel like they had other motives. And now we're seeing how they move when they finally feel like they're on top. What is Dolly doing? Dolly is fighting Ivory at the club and she was just mad that JELA was doing that. What are they doing? Dolly is jumping in every fight she got. Summer is just picking fights with people. Lex, you know, if you remember, I said this in my Baddies Midwest, you know, thing. Lex, they now consider you the heavy hitter. They finna come after you. And eventually, you know, Lex is holding up. You know, it's funny because Tavi, my girl Tavi be, yeah, I saw Lex, she didn't want that. I be like, Tavi, I don't think Lex scared of you. But Lex, eventually, you know, you're gonna be the heavy hitter, but you're gonna get tired. You're gonna get tired of always trying to fight. You're gonna get tired of always, you know, people coming up to you because you now the new girl that's not ducking no spunk. And that goes back to the whole point of this video and something that I've been calling out. I owe JELA an apology because y'all never had an issue with JELA. Y'all just wanted to see what it was gonna be like to be on top. And now that y'all finally here, y'all moving in such a distasteful way. Now, personally, for me, it's no secret. I've always loved JELA. I've always been a big fan of JELA. Ever since I saw JELA in high school on BGC 14 and how she just carried herself and how she just spoke with just so much confidence, I've always loved JELA. The thing I've always loved about JELA is when she told Jazz, when Jazz was telling her, I'm jealous of y'all, and JELA used to tell her, look, this skin that you in, you can't break out of this. You have to love yourself.
You gotta realize this at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, so you have to learn to love the skin that you're in and accept you for this, because you can't get out of this. Ain't no coming from this. You're beautiful this way for a reason.
I just always just love me some JELA Mina. I'm sorry, and that's probably never gonna change. I know somebody's probably gonna say, well, you know, she never sent you your shirt. Yes, she did it. If you don't know, the ongoing joke has been I tried to support her company and buy a shirt from Normal Culture, never got it. But hey, she reached out, apologized, followed me on Twitter, sent me my money back, and told me if she ever restocked in the men's collection, she would love to send me some merch. Hey man, what more can I say? But as a fan watching JELA within the Zeus world, I do feel like it just never really just worked for her in the sense that this is not the place you're supposed to be. You know, call it what you want to call it, her frequency, her vibrational state, it just never aligned with that of Zeus Network and Baddies. And when something is just not for you, it'll keep showing you ways that, listen, this is not for me. And trust, as I'm ministering to you guys, I'm ministering to myself as well, but that's the ongoing thing I feel like a lot of us struggle with. When something is just not meant for you, when something is just not meant to work out with you, when God, you know, you take it to God, when God is telling you this is just not for you, it'll keep hurting you, or it'll keep showing you ways like this is not for you. And that can go for friends, relationship, job, content, whatever. If it's not for you, it's just not for you. And I think that's what happened with JELA. JELA has always carried herself as just such a spiritual girl. JELA has always carried herself with a girl which is of high confidence. Although that is great, a lot of people are just not gonna get it. And we can say what we want to say about JELA, but that time when she took a break, like I stated, the girl was in forward. Now you can't make that up. Not only was the girl in forward, but the girl was having swimwear in Miami Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. The girl was working. I think what works best for JELA is that mysterious vibe. Because let's be honest, she is that girl. I mean, can we be honest? JELA, she's that girl. And I think as true fans of JELA, we just see so much more for her. Like, girl, we want to see you still fighting on Baddies. We want to see you just take your brand and just really elevate. Because she got the tool. And we can say all day, we see something in JELA, we see more in JELA. And we all saying it is for a reason. We see it. JELA, you just have to see it for yourself. You got to really feel it and believe that. Because I had saw something where she had jokingly posted LOL at Lemmy, at Natalie, I think they want me back on the show. No, JELA, if you ever see this video, we're not going back to Zeus Network. I'm sorry, babes. We're just not going back to Zeus Network because that's just not your brand no more. That's just not you no more. JELA, you really have so many resources at your fingertips. You just don't even know. Even if you don't know what to do, girl, all you gotta do is just prop that phone up and record. You have people that want to engage with you. You know, I remember she used to always joke on BGC, this is the JELA show.
Welcome to the mother JELA show.
So girl, it's time to make that a reality. All you gotta do is record, get a YouTube channel. Welcome to the motherfucking JELA show. I'll tune in. Clap if you tune in. You can easily create a platform just of following you, keeping up with you, showing like the behind the scenes or just maybe your normal culture collection. Like we could really make that happen. The same MLK speeches that they used to clown you about on Zeus Network, take that and put it into your business. What Cardi B say on Summer Walker song, put that in your music. Because I just feel like what JELA brand, what JELA represent, it just does not relate well or just translate well within the Zeus community. Let's just keep it real. JELA brand now is for some people who just have a frontal lobe or just get it. Okay, so now we just need to take that and translate that into a bigger brand, and girl, you really could do it. You really could do it. But I just feel like some of the baddies on, baddies in Zeus Network, they move with such hypocritic energy because it's like, you can't be, fighting for us to be on one playing field, and the second you get a couple dollars in your bank account, they need to move and we move. Like seeing Dolly talking about something, we been here, y'all need to move accordingly, or no, I'm gonna get my hair done first. We didn't have glam last season. That's literally what y'all was just mad at JELA about. Like, are you serious? Like, do we have amnesia? Amnesia. Did you forget that I don't need you? Shout out to It's Baby Playhouse. But yeah, they really doing a lot. And if my theories always come to true, as they always do, like I said, the Zeus Network community, the fandom, when they don't like you, they don't like you. Okay, when they sick of you, they sick of you. I think eventually those same, well, it's already started now. Zeus Network gonna get sick of them girls. They already tired of Summer because of Summer words of what she said about Emmett Till. They already tired of Dolly because Dolly just moving, really like just a mean girl, a bully. And they already tired of Lex because Lex be doing, even though Lex is another one she could do. I'm not saying that for another video. I'll say that for another video. But yeah, y'all, that's all that I have for this video. Tell me in the comment section what do you guys think below. How do y'all feel about JELA? Like JELA? Did you dislike her? And do you agree with some of the points I made in this video? Put all your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.